What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Red's Reviews, and today I got a cool one for you guys, and it involves this stick right here. Let's find a place to get situated. We'll get about it. Alright, y'all. So, Otter Raft Bushcraft on Instagram and now on YouTube is doing some really cool shit. He's doing these wood carving collab projects that I really like, and I had to jump in on the April one because it's walking sticks and canes. I've always loved doing walking sticks since I was a kid, and this is a project I really wanted to undertake and just, you know, test out my skills, mess around with it. So I reached out to him. He's collabing with everybody. Super cool. I'm super excited about it. It's my first collab. Yeah, it's a general thing and I wasn't came to about it, but nonetheless, I am excited as hell. This is a super cool thing. And here's my little walking stick I've come up with. So it had to be a walking stick or a cane or something you could walk with, help you, especially out in this rough country. It's really nice to have a long walking stick, move brush out of your way, help you down a hill or up a hill. So I've always really loved having a walking stick. Now for him, one of the things he had in his video is it needs to have a secondary purpose. And I messed around with some ideas. I ended up doing like a shillelagh kind of look. I really have been wanting to do that. And I found this piece of wood about a year ago. It's been drying behind my fireplace. And I just felt like this was the perfect piece. So it's kind of got a self-defense shillelagh look to it. I did these little spirals, burnt it, dried it out, carved it up with my good old LT Wright knife. And had a bunch of fun with it, but the idea that I came up with is I added a magnet right there on the head of it. And why I like that is that way I always find myself needing a magnet to test magnetic, see if something's magnetic. Oh, of course this cup isn't. Don't know how that works, but something like a knife blade will magnetize to it, and I can extend my reach if something's magnetic. Now, I love doing that when I'm looking for metal scrap and pieces like that down in gullies and stuff. But what it also lets me do is throw on my Olight lantern onto the top of this for a little wizard staff to light up, be a little lantern, throw down into a little cave system and whatever. And I mean, just a bunch of different uses. I've got this little hook right here so I can hook pots and pans, a notch to hold over the fire. So it's got a little bit of versatility to it. The magnet is becoming very useful in little ways that I've found just from picking little things up or dragging things close to me when I'm sitting here whittling. And I've got my axe right there. I've been dragging my axe to me just with this little strong magnet I put in the tip. And it's been a shit ton of fun just getting back to my roots, doing some crazy wild carving. I left the bottom end pretty thin. I had a cap on it, but it came off, so I'm gonna have to redo that. But I don't know, this is a really cool thing, and the more bushcraft and EDC people that I'm talking to on Instagram and reaching out and you guys commenting on these videos, it just shows me that I'm in the place I want to be, and I'm finding the people I want to be around and talk with, and having a community of like-minded individuals. It's just superb for me. Now it's fucking freezing cold out here. I got snow coming down on me in April. But let's get really into this walking stick. and kind of how she looks, huh? So here's a close-up of that magnet. I just bored out a little hole right there, made some glue to put around it, did these little rivets. I always loved when I'd see that on Native American stocks and war clubs, so I just figured I'd throw it on there. Got some paracord on here. Always need some rope, a way to lash down, tie things to the stick, use it for an improvised tarp shelter, something like this where I can lean it up against a tree, hurry and throw my blanket or a tarp over and hide inside for warmth, especially when it's this fucking cold out. I ended up burning and charring it. I really like the look of that, the spiral. This, you can tell I've been putting some miles in with this. It's starting to get all dirty and greasy from my hand. All the way down. It's pretty straight. It's definitely got a bow in it, but I kind of like the look of it. And that little shillelagh knock right there, kind of pointy little fucking bastard. If I was to strike something, it definitely wouldn't feel the greatest. But yeah, guys, this is my submission for the Otter Raft Bushcraft walking stick, and I'm pretty happy about it. I really like the idea of this, just getting out, using the skills that we learn, try and make cool stuff and useful stuff as well. Going through all this brush and even crossing this river down here, it's really nice to have a third layer, to the third point of contact. That's what I'm looking for. Third point of contact to get across the river when you're walking across these rocks and everything. And just to have a little fucking pokey. You know, what the fuck is that? Oh, that's a fucking rock right there. I don't know. There's a lot of versatility and usefulness to this, especially in this high country in the mountains. It cannot be understated how versatile this can become in a situation like that. And if you get some pesky fucking hiker trying to take your fucking granola, give him a fucking smack and he'll fucking run off. And you don't have to shoot the bastard. So I really appreciate Otter Raft Bushcraft for coming up with this idea, doing this. It's fucking awesome. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the collab. And until next time, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.